What's going on YouTube? It's Mellow DFS coming to you live and direct. Here to give you my favorite 5 plays for today's 4-game main slate. Today is the 24th of March. Hope everybody's having an amazing weekend. Start off this day being productive, man. Let's get into it. Feel free to smash that like button. Please subscribe. And if you don't mind, press that bell icon to get notified for future videos. Alright, Willie Cauley-Stein. What the hell was this, man? It killed my line. Tobias Harris pick. It was a tough one, man. But you know, the rest of the plays were real good. It's just those 2 plays on my Fave 5 was horrible. But we're going to jump into the next Fave 5 for today. All right, going to my point guard for today. Looking at Chris Paul once again. 7,000 on DraftKings, 8,200 on FanDuel, going against New Orleans. Now he's averaging 48.3 fantasy points in the past 4 games at New Orleans, which is a great stat to know. All right, they're one of the worst teams on the point guard position. As you can see, they're 29th in position rank. All right, so definitely want to take a look at Chris Paul in this play. New Orleans is allowing an average 40.4 fantasy points in the past 5 games to point guards. Even had Doncic, he had 66 fantasy points against them. Lillard had 44.5 against them in the past 5 games. So I see Chris Paul definitely getting it going, man. And as you can see, like I stated, 32, 39, 45. Those in the past 5 games. But in history, he had 48.3 in the past 4 games at New Orleans. I love this play. He's averaging 39.8 fantasy points win away. All right, and New Orleans allowing an average 6 rebounds, 8.2 assists a game to the point guard position. Love Chris Paul in this play, y'all. So definitely take a look at him in this matchup. All right, now let's go to our shooting guard. Now shooting guard, definitely want to take a look at James Harden, 11,500, and looking about an 11,000 increase on FanDuel, y'all. Steep price, but well worth the price in this small slate. He's averaging 65 fantasy points in the past 3 games versus New Orleans this year. He's averaging 71.8 fantasy points per game. New Orleans allowing an average 31 fantasy points per game to the opposing starting shooting guards, allowing 38.8 fantasy points in the past 5 games to the starting shooting guard. Even Booker had a 67 fantasy point game. So I can see James Harden going off, y'all. Just looking at the clip of him after hitting 61 points, back in the gym, still doing what he do. It's just amazing to see him, man, and seeing his determination, man. So I love this play for James Harden in the shooting guard spot at this price tag. All right, and let's go to our going with our small forward position. Definitely want to take a look at Buddy Hield in this play. 7,100, 7,900 on FanDuel. Love this play for Buddy Hield. As you can see, he's projecting around a 34.4 for projection. He's in the past 3 games, 43, 45. Had a 24 fantasy point game, but love his minutes as well. Getting about 35.5 minutes in the past 3 games. Let's play for Buddy Hield. Going against the Lakers out of the playoff contention. The Nets secured that for them. So, I don't see Lakers really putting that much effort, and knowing that the Sacramento is on a second game back-to-back, this could definitely help him in that favor. He's averaging 18.4 points a game, 2.6 steals and blocks a game, averaging 33.9 fantasy points per game, and around 32.3 fantasy points win away. He's averaging around 32 minutes a game, getting about 1.04 minute fantasy points per minute on the court. All right, Lakers are allowing an average 31.3 fantasy points at home to the shooting guards, small forward position. So love this play for Buddy Hield. All right, so 71 and 79 on FanDuel. So love this play for Buddy Hield at small forward. All right, let's go to our power forward position. Now, power forward, we'll go for some savings. I definitely want to go look at PJ Tucker. He's 4,100 on DraftKings, 45 on FanDuel. Love his minutes, as you can see, averaging 35 minutes a game. But I love this play for him. He's looking about getting you about a value play, so looking about 25 in my opinion. All right, he's averaging 32 minutes a game, getting about 3 steals and blocks a game in the past 5 games, getting about 6 rebounds a game. So that's definitely the type of guy I like. He's the defensive player, so that definitely will help you out with fantasy points in this play. So he's averaging 23.3 fantasy points win away. New Orleans is allowing an average 32.9 fantasy points per game to starting power forwards. All right, also giving up about 1.1 steals, 1 point blocks a game to that position as well. And he's averaging 26.3 fantasy points in the past 3 games versus New Orleans this season. So love PJ Tucker with these stats. He's one of those guys that could definitely help out on the defense end and definitely help with those fantasy points in that sense. So I love that play for PJ Tucker, to definitely help you out and get some top tier guys in your line. So I love PJ Tucker on the power forward spot. And let's go to our last play at center. Now in center, definitely want to take a look at JaVale McGee once again. 72 was ridiculous, y'all. I didn't even see that coming, especially with the minutes that they haven't been securing for him. But he's 5,600 on DraftKings, looking about 63 on FanDuel. But I love this play for JaVale McGee. In the past 2 games, look at that, 34, 31. So hopefully he gets another, high-end minutes on the court. He had a 30 fantasy point game at home versus Sacramento. That was December 30th. He's averaging 16 points, 12 rebounds, getting about 3.8 steals and blocks a game. All right, Sacramento's on the second game back-to-back. He had 30 fantasy points in that game in only 24 minutes. You see the fantasy point upside in this play. They also allow 35 fantasy points at home to opposing starting centers, and he's averaging 38.5 fantasy points per game in the past 5 games, 1.44 fantasy points per minute on the court, averaging 26.8 minutes. And he's averaging 39.8 fantasy points per game in up-paced games, as you can see in the pace, as I showed you before. Love the pace. So love JaVale McGee at center. All right, you can also go with Clint Capella with the correlation with James Harden. It's just that he doesn't play well. He doesn't really play well, away, which is weird. I don't understand why. Let's check it out. As you can see, the 22-21, y'all, he's been horrible, but he plays better at home, but playing at New Orleans is that he just doesn't play well. I don't understand it, but it's a tricky play for Clint Capella, but hey, it's DFS, so I'll definitely have some exposure to him, but there is a caution with him playing at New Orleans. So that's my fave 5s, y'all. If you love my plays, feel free to give me a thumbs up. Any questions or concerns with your lines, feel free to comment below. As you can see, I'm using draft dashboard tools in the link in my description. You can use the NBA cheat sheet that gives you the top plays of the slate without that much research, but everything's all in one platform, y'all. As you can see, NBA cheat sheet, your sleepers, your studs. Click on the watch players. That is your custom player pool. You have access to my plays. Watch the Mel's DFS picks button. Click that button. You have access to my players for either DraftKings or FanDuel, and also for NHL and MLB coming soon. So I love y'all, man. Y'all collect that bag. It's Mel DFS. Y'all stay blessed. See you in the next video.